after your entire family, that is what hurt you the most.
Michael is badly wounded. John is dead. I've sent a message to Abraham Gold. I need you back.
I'll help you because Michael wants me to help you. Starting now.
Well, it has been written. He is the oldest brother who put this bullet into his head.
You said you'd bring every man and woman out on strike. Do you have a whistle?
It's almost as if you want trouble.
Foreman.
All right. You go and see that man over there. Go.
What's your name?
Bradley. I'm the foreman.
When's your last work here?
1922.
How many have done this type of work before?
They're mostly farmhands from down Worcester way. But I'll show them. Hungry men learn fast.
Nice. On you go.
Dirty scabs!
Enough. Get him out. Get out.
Get out! Oh. Right, 10 more! 2 more! That's it!
Hey.
Close it up! Right. 10 bob a man. £2 there for you.
What about security?
Yeah, well, about that. By order of the City of Birmingham Police Department, you and your ugly workforce are now under the protection of the Peaky fucking blinders.
Mr. Gray,
Yes, send him in.
it's your mother.
I read about it in the paper. I have a right. I'm your mum as well. You want me to go away?
Yes.
I'll just leave these. From our orchard. You used to love these.
I hope there are no worms in them.
Look, I just wanted to say that you're welcome to come home. To get better at home. I know you got bored in the village, but we love you. And your little brother misses playing football with you. And your dad passed on. He passed on peacefully in our bed.
expecting, Tommy. At least you're here now.
Okay, then. I'll not be in the same room as that man.
Come on, Paul. Tommy's expecting us.
Who's with us?
Isaiah and 2 Lee boys.
Ada, how long since you've had a fuck?
What?
It's been nearly 2 years with me. Over Christmas, I counted it up. So I made a New Year's resolution to change the situation.
Oh, anyone particular in mind?
Not really. Just me and someone unsuitable.
From starry eyes colliding, from Mars to someone crying.
I'll sit in the front.
No matter what I'm hiding, I get lost, but I always come around. Call when you're ready, 'cause I'm ready to ride.
So this is just to make things official.
Your official return to the company payroll. So no more talk of New Year's resolutions, or Tommy might change his mind. What New Year's resolutions? Never mind.
I think Ada's trying to tell me to behave myself.
Yeah? Behave yourself.
Behave myself or what? Behave myself or fucking what?
OK, Polly, I'll tell you the truth. After your recent troubles, Tommy asked me to keep an eye on you.
Troubles? Whilst working for this company, I have killed a man. I have lost a man. I have found a son. I have nearly lost a son. I have nearly lost my own life. Now, I will accept my job back if the terms on offer are favourable. But I will not behave myself. Sorry I'm late.
Where's Arthur?
Do I look like his fucking mother?
Oh, Linda. Why are you here? You all right? Billy, all right?
Yes, everything's fine.
Well, look, lovely to see you, but I'm late for a meet.
They can wait. I've got something for you. Something for a loving husband who's been working very hard and is under a great deal of pressure. Something to relieve his stress.
Oh.
It's silk from Japan. Feel?
My hands are dirty.
Good. Feel all of it. Feel it properly. thought you were the boss.
I am the fucking boss.
And tell me what to do, boss.
Come here.
Right. Before we start this extraordinary general meeting of the board of the Shelby Company Limited, I'd like to note the absence of the Deputy Vice President. He's not yet arrived. I'll continue without his presence. Item number 1. The reinstatement of the Shelby Company Limited Company Treasurer. The board welcomes back the former treasurer with generously improved terms and conditions due to the exceptionally difficult circumstances the company now finds itself in. Proposed treasurer will now check the terms and conditions to see if they are in order. Item number 2. During the absence of the company accountant due to ill health, all responsibility for the keeping of company accounts pass to the head of acquisitions. Item number 3. Company treasurer, having read the terms and conditions, lodges a signed contract of employment agreeing to the terms and conditions with the temporary head of accounts. All those in favour of the reinstatement of Mrs. Elizabeth Gray to the position of Shelby Company Limited Company Treasurer, please raise your hands.
Why, goodness, thank you.
Any other business? Right, I declare this extraordinary general meeting over. Now we can talk about the real business. But for that we need Arthur. Where the fuck is Arthur?
Mr. Shelby!
Fuck off.
They've gone to me to the paint shop.
Oh, yeah?
They're chucking paint around. I think they mean to set light to it.
You don't deal with it, man. I'm fucking busy. What was all that about?
In this sinful place, there will be temptations. It's my responsibility as your wife to help you resist those temptations by putting myself between you and the devil. In the words of my sinful Catholic mother, keep his balls empty and his belly full.
God rest her soul.
Mr. Shelby, you have to come to the paint shop immediately. Please.
I have to go. Won't be late.
Sorry, ladies, there's no smoking in here.
Yes, love, we know.
All right, he's an hour late. Fuck him. This business directly affects Arthur, but he's not here. So we'll take a vote without him.
What business?
Official business that wasn't on your agenda, Ada.
An informant told us that 6 years ago, Luca Changretta came from New York to Birmingham to be best man at his cousin's wedding.
We found out that they used Reed and Dunn on Broadgate for the photographs. The photographer kept the negatives. I persuaded him to give us copies and to enlarge this one. That is Luca Changretta.
I've seen his face, so I could pick him out. Half of the men in the photograph are Changrettas, which means chances are they're the men who come to kill us. We need to get both these photographs into pubs and on street corners and put it about that there's a reward for information.
We also propose that we give a copy of this photograph to Mr. Abraham Gold.
We need to forget the idea that it has to be Arthur that pulls the trigger. Tradition will just fuck us up.
We should wait for Arthur.
Arthur's not here, Ada.
We need Luca Changretta dead. That's it.
Dropping the law of the bullet is part of the process of modernisation that I was working on before I was executed.
You weren't executed, Paul.
What did you call me?
Right, let's take a vote. I'll deal with Arthur. All those in favour of giving the photographs to Mr. Gold, raise your hand. Then it will be done.
Mum.
Oh, Mum now, is it? I smelled perfume when I came in here.
Yeah, it was the flowers. All right, that's it.
Who came in here, Michael?
The truth is, Polly, the woman that raised him came in here. She's every right to come in here. She bought him fucking apples and she left. We're in the middle of a vendetta and Arthur is missing. We need to find him. Concentrate on what unites us. This is all temporary.
Yeah, temporary, right.
There's a devil inside of me. He's holding on.
Bastards!
And I don't know if he's staying for how long. There's a devil inside of me. And he's holding on. And I don't know if he's staying for how long.
Parties, you know. Is that what it is? What's this, a party? Eh? Who got out of it? Good out! See, I wasn't gonna hit you. That wasn't fucking nice. Don't fucking move. Right? Please. Get the fuck out! Fuck your fucking revolution!
What a fucking mess.
Where you going? Come here. Fucking hitman, are ya? Is that what you are? Arthur Shelby, eh? That's who you wanted to. What about fucking John Shelby? Thank you. You send my guests in. Non sa ricogliero. Altro Shelby, ancora campa. Mandaci un messaggio, sominaggio, Ericino. When you wire Polo, you let him tell the family. He has 4 kids. Don't you two have any other clothes to wear? Huh? Voi camminate in questo posto piccerino, camminate come delinquenti reciterani. You look at me. Huh? I'm here as a lover of theater. Huh?
Un vestito, un migliaio più, hai capito? Un mangiare qui a Gesù, o pezzi e merda, non si può mangiare, fa schifo. Spot e dick. E chi fosse, eh? Non mica mangiare, ma che mangiare?
Matte.
They killed 2 of our men. You complain about your falcon belly.
Luca, con tutto rispetto. With respect.
With respect.
You raised it.
With respect. You open your mouth.
Come on.
Open your fucking mouth. You fucking dress like them. You eat like them. You don't fucking talk to me about with respect. Chiudiamola qua. Così ne potete morire tutti per casa. Che ce l'abbiamo a mangiare. E mangiare. Sit down. What do you have?
Ho trovato un altro nemico. La famiglia Shelby è piena di nemici.
Vive nel loro territorio. Arthur Shelby killed a silent boxer ring 4 years ago. Chi ti dice che chi ti pazzo lo ci riviedo? Hai capito?
E per risarcirlo si occupano di lei e dei fecchi suoi.
E pensa che se chiama uno dei fratelli per venire alla casa, quelli vengono, Luca.
She would do that for us.
Così dice, Luca, la gente di qua, quando si odia per sempre. Ma come secoli.
Okay.
Anyone seen Arthur? Anyone seen Arthur? Hey?
In your office, Tom.
If you're not going to show up for a family meeting, you let someone know. I thought you were dead. There's 15 fucking Italians out there.
No, there's not. There's 13. I just killed 2 of them. Ripped out their hearts and burnt their bones to ash. No, I did it. Me. Your brother. Not fucking Abraham Gold or his punch-drunk son, but me. Even if you don't trust me no more.
Arthur, what the fuck are you talking about? Arthur!
I got cleaned up at Ada's. She told me you took a vote in my absence.
All right, calm down and tell me about the meeting.
You put my job out for contract.
Arthur.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna make it my fucking job anyway, because this was all my fault. It was me that shot the old man.
Yeah, out of mercy.
John's dead. He's dead because of me, and I'm gonna make it right.
Arthur, wait. How do the men get in the factory? I need to know.
Through the back fucking door that was supposed to be locked and bolted. Some bastard gave me up. Somebody with keys. Yeah. Why don't you sit down? Work it out for yourself. Take a fucking vote.
Who's this little bear? Yes. No? You all right? Daddy's home, I know.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Look, Daddy's home.
How's Polly? She all right? Oh, go on, Linda. I mean, it was her idea, wasn't it? Hmm? The Japanese silk? Hmm?
I'll put him to bed.
You kept me away from that fucking meeting. Tried to stop me from voting.
There we go.
Polly's idea, wasn't it? Aye? You know what I am, don't you? I'm a working man. Yeah. Fucking working man. Fucking... Who's lost his job? Is that what I am, Linda? Is that what I am,
I don't want you dead. Polly doesn't want you dead. Let Mr. Gold do the killing for money. It's the modern way, Arthur.
Watch. Hmm? Hmm? What are you doing?
Now fire it into the fireplace. Please.
All right.
Fire it. Get rid of it. Then we'll go to bed. Do anything you like. Just fire the gun, Arthur.
You gotta tell Polly. There are rules between a man and a woman. Fucking rules. But do I have to do this? I have to do it. John wants me to do it, Linda. My brother. I'm gonna do it.
Was it fear or was it hatred?
Was what fear or hatred?
Zaya. You had a one-way ticket to Glasgow in your pocket. Your wife and kids left 3 days ago. No. I'm gonna ask you again. Was it fear of the Italians or hatred of us that made you unlock the door? Give up my brother.
I didn't unlock any door.
You don't have a drink. You're gonna need it. 35 Drumcree Street, Parkhead, Glasgow.
Please, 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 please.
We have allegiances with Catholic gangs in that city. Your family are safe only at my discretion. Now, explain to me why you were catching a midnight train to Glasgow.
You mean you don't know? I run a factory full of black-leg non-union labour. I live in a street full of men laid off or on strike.
I'm going to photograph Mr. Devlin and tell me who are the men that contacted you.
No, you listen to me. I get spat at, windows smashed, petrol on the curtains, but for fear of you, I clock in every fucking morning. And today, 2 men are shot and burnt on my shift. And you ask me why I'm getting on the midnight train to Glasgow.
Who else has keys to that door?
They hang on a hook inside my office. Today, I left the office unlocked.
Why?
Because I forgot. Because I left in a hurry. Because there were men trying to set fire to the factory. Mr. Shelby, may I tell you something? You have a lot of enemies. Communists. Italians. Before the factory came out on strike, I heard word that 2 Italians attended a Communist Party meeting in Stetchford. They hardly spoke English. Now, if they got a party man into the factory, it might have been him that unlocked the door for them. Mr. Shelby, my train leaves at 12. It's just gone 11. I could still make it. Please. For my kids.
I need you here. Zaya, get 3 of our men with police badges to watch Mr. Devlin's house.
Mr. Shelby, please.
Our friends in Glasgow will take care of your family. For the curtains.
Before you, I was an ordinary working man.
Yeah, and now you're one of us.
Blackbird, blackbird, singing the blues all day, right outside of my door.
Now I began to feel.
Who is it?
Call me Shelby.
Is this union business?
Yes.
So conducted in the proper place at the proper time.
I've come to make an improved offer. music.
What's your improved offer?
Do I not get a drink?
No.
Have you ever seen any of the men in this photograph before?
What?
You're a member of the Stechford Communist Party. I'm told 2 Italian men attended a meeting recently. Can you see either of the men in this picture? As the Small Heath coordinator for the organisation of the maintenance of supplies, I have also been sworn in as a special... We have reason to believe that outside agitators from overseas are attempting to foment trouble in our factories in advance of a general strike, which could take place at any moment. It's a matter of national security.
May I look at your badge?
Yes.
What would you like to drink, Constable?
Whiskey. I'm actually a sergeant.
I only have beer, times are hard. How long has it been since you've had a bottle of M&B bitter? Help yourself. Have a seat. You know, when this business began, I did some research on you. Turns out I know someone who used to know you very well. Kitty Gerossi. You were in love with Kitty's sister, Greta Gerossi, before the war. Do you remember Greta Gerossi? Parents were Italian. They didn't approve of a water-laying gypsy, but you won them over. With your charm, sweetness.
Very thorough research.
Greta died at the age of 19 of consumption. And Kitty said you were at her bedside for 3 months every day, holding her hand. And after she died, you went away to war. Kitty said that the sweet boy who left never came back.
No one came back.
Here's the funniest thing. She said in those days you believed in things. Justice, fairness. Once you saw a man beating his horse and you fought him, it was twice your size, but you beat him. And then you beat him with his own whip.
Kitty always liked to tell tall tales.
She's a party member now. She swears before you enlisted in the army, you joined the Communist Party yourself. Is that true?
You know, when I was at the door, I saw you through the curtains. You were dancing alone. I've also done my research. Your sweetheart was at Passchendaele. When I came back, he was listed among the shell-shocked. Blew his own fucking brains out.
I don't know any men in the photo.
You haven't looked. This afternoon, 2 men came into my factory and tried to kill my brother. I believe a Stechford Communist Party member let him in. I was wondering if you might be able to help me in my investigations.
Kitty said next time I see you, before we start fighting, I should send you her love from the good old days. And give you this. Greta Gerossi and Tommy Shelby in Blackpool. Do you recognise the boy in the photograph?
Is that it? Apologies for interrupting your dance.
It's all in vain. I wish I was a maid again, but I'm made again. I never can be till apples grow on an orange tree.
I need you to listen to me. I need you to listen to me. The world is changing. Listen to me, Arthur. Listen to the sweet voice of Jesus.
Down from Arthur's house.
Arthur! Arthur! Where is he? Arthur?
We fired the bullets.
Linda. He says, but more than white soap. It's the bottom white.
Oh, yeah, it's all right. It's all right, brother. You did well.
God spoke to him, not me.
What are you doing here?
On Mondays, I do the infantry. Make sure nobody's dipping their hand.
Well, it's my job now. I'm back, and there's going to be nobody dipping their hand with me here. Not unless they want it cut off.
Said to Arthur while I'm in this fucking place, I want something to keep my mind busy.
What, you're going to take bets?
I've always been able to do addition and subtraction without pen and paper. But I'll need a telephone. Apparently we have special clients who take bets by telephone.
Linda, this is a betting shop.
Look! Arthur said yes. Tommy said yes.
But did God say yes? Gambling is a sin, Linda.
It's not me that's doing the gambling. I'm just taking the bets.
The rule is that door should always remain locked until 9 a.m.
Right, boy, where are you going?
Well, Arthur's not coming in today. He's taking the day off, so...
So what?
So, today, Tommy said that I'm in charge.
Sorry, you're in charge?
Yeah, that's what he said.
All right, sweetheart. Ladies, let's give our boss a first day that he'll never forget.
Sending Finn to the shop was a mistake. I've already found out he's a virgin and arranging a girl for him this afternoon.
Thought Linda was there.
She is. She loved the idea. Yeah, I know. She even swears now. Fuck. Sounds funny coming from her. Polly says in the end we all turn into our mother.
Oh, well, keep an eye on her.
The whore watching the Madonna.
Does Finn know what they have planned?
No.
Maybe they have someone.
Yes. A girl I used to work with.
And is she nice?
No. She's from Aston. They're paying her out of petty cash.
Right, well, call them. Tell them to pay extra. Get someone nice.
Nice women don't do that sort of thing.
Yes, they do. What about you? I'm in the past. Come on.
Where are we going?
Somewhere I've not been in a long time.
Are we expecting somebody? Tommy, I'm fucking freezing here.
I used to come here. She waited for hours for me, and I couldn't make it. And I'd wait for her. And her family kept her in.
Who?
Some girl. Some girl before France. I've been back here since. Wanted to come here with you.
Are you kissing her or me?
You. I want Shelby Company Limited to increase non-taxable charitable contributions to local charities by 25% as of now. And I'm going to build 2 new institutes for destitute children, one in Saltley, one in Digbeth. I've already identified the buildings, 2 former workhouses. I want you to be in charge of the project. Oh, come on, let's go.
Why?
because I promised someone I'd change the world.
You do realise, Tommy, we're all going fucking mad here.
Yeah, I know. Come on. Finn? Come here. How was your day?
Yeah, it was okay.
Good man. Well done. No trouble?
No. No trouble.
And she looked after you?
I don't want it like that ever again, Tom. Not when they don't even want to do it. Except for the money.
Everything is for the money, Finn.
Yeah, I know. But... she said, be a man.
Why are you a man?
Yeah. But then I apologised to her because she just looked so tired.
Sit down, Finn. Right, listen to me, Finn. She was right. You need to be a fucking man. People get tired. Working in a fucking factory gets you tired. I don't go around apologising, do I? There's an empty space here to be filled. Do you understand? So, be a fucking man.
Okay, Tom.
Champagne, please.
Of course. Madam, women alone are not allowed at the bar. Will someone be joining you?
What do you think?
This is public enough, no?
Yes.
So?
The boy in the hospital's out of bounds. And I'll ask you to spare Finn and Arthur.
In return for what?
Tommy Shelby.
Why should I trust you?
Because you know our history. You know what happened between us.
You have an unlikely Cassius. Yeah. My mother. My mother knew your mother. She taught her how to read.
Did she tell you that John and Arthur spared her life when Tommy wanted her dead?
Yeah. And now she's giving me the information about you people.
Tommy Shelby was right. His ruthlessness was justified. You should have killed her when you had the chance.
John was a good boy.
Arthur tries. Tommy's different. You take Tommy. Spare the rest.
You know, my mother used to say this about you. She said that Polly Gray, that child would never let go of a grievance. And she loves to dance. What do you say? Wanna dance?
I don't dance anymore.
Yeah, that's a shame. Because you're dancing with me.
On a gathering storm comes a tall, handsome man in a dusty black coat with a red right hand.
We're in the middle of a vendetta. We need Luca Changretta dead.
Where are we going?
Somewhere I've not been in a long time.
I used to come here.
Who?
Some girl before France. What is it that you want from me, Mr. Gold?
I want you to help my son achieve his ambition.
What do you have?
We found another enemy. Arthur Shelby killed a silent boxer in 4 years ago.
There's 15 Italians out there.
There's 13. I just killed 2 of them.
The boy in the hospital's out of bounds, and I'll ask you to spare Finn and Arthur.
In return for what?
Tommy Shelby.
Tom.
Good morning, Mrs. Ross. Number 6.
Thank you for seeing me, Mr. Shelby. I know how busy you are.
How can I help you?
Well, you see, tomorrow would have been my son's 21st birthday. Had he lived. And I'm having a bit of a thing, just sandwiches and beer and looking at old photos. And as a gesture, I thought I would invite your brother, Arthur.
A gesture of what, Mrs. Ross?
Not exactly forgiveness. Something like that. And also it's a way of saying thank you to the Shelby family for helping me and my children get by since the death of my Edward.
It's very kind of you. It's very kind of him. Well, I will let Arthur know.
It'll be at my house at midday. He should come at midday.
Your house midday tomorrow, all right? One of us will be there.
It ought to be Arthur.
Goodbye, Mrs. Ross. midday today, Arthur will be here, 47 Artillery Square. Like a goat, tied up for the fucking tiger, eh, Arthur?
Yeah, right.
Dear Lord, forgive me. But vengeance is forthcoming. And long overdue.
Right, there are two ways into Artillery Square. One here, the towpath, and here, Navigation Street. Finn, take a rifle. You'll be here, Finn, covering the towpath. Most likely, they'll come down Navigation Street. Johnny and Isaiah will set up here as hawkers selling stolen pork. When you get the signal from me, they'll look and open fire.
From you, eh?
Yep, I'll be here in the window overlooking.
You still know what end the bullets come out of, Tom?
He knows.
But these men are coming for my brother, believing him to be unarmed and unprotected. So this is my fucking business. Arthur, let's go.
Look alive, soldier.
Just put them on the table.
yourself! Bacon here! Ribs, chicken tongue, penny a trotter! Ribs, tongue and cheek, huh?
Mr. Shelby. I'm glad you could come.
Yeah. Thank you for the invitation. So,
Don't allow firearms in the house.
it's a good thing I'm not carrying a firearm then, ain't it? Mrs. Ross.
Do you mind if I check?
No.
Come in. Take a seat. Would you like some tea while we wait, Mr. Shelby?
What are we waiting for?
The other guests.
Or 3 pence for the 4, huh? Pig's blood, penny a gallon, pig's blood. We're making the blood pudding.
So, where are these other guests?
They will be here very soon. But in the meantime, there are some things I want to say. Before they get here.
By all means.
I've heard stories that you have welcomed Jesus into your life.
I have indeed.
At the beseeching of your wife, who they say is a good woman.
She is my shining light.
Though her mother, by all accounts, was not. Do you think your repentance will mean you are forgiven of your sins?
We both know that forgiveness is out of my hands.
I mean, for murdering my son.
That was a sporting accident.
Because I have not yet found it in my heart to forgive you. I don't think I ever will.
Then, why have you invited me here today?
Off you go now.
Why am I here, Mrs. Ross? Why did you invite me here today?
Arthur, they're not here for you. It must be Michael.
Set me up, mate. Oh, no.
Arthur, you need to get to the hospital now.
If your faith is real, I've got all the kids.
If you're here in 1 hour, I swear to God, I will cover you in tar and fucking feathers. Come on, Finn, let's go.
Where I'm from, head on the bends, lucky. My family say it brings death. Maybe that's what happened. Last time my man was sent for you, you got lucky. tell your mother. We have a deal.
Come here!
Michael?
What happened, eh? What happened?
They heard you coming. The gun misfired. They ran away.
Johnny!
You came just in time. You all right? You hurt? I'm fine.
Hey! Get out.
Small days, 333. Charlie, listen, Bonnie Gold will be calling in 4 minutes. Tell them the Italians are on the road south. A Rolls Royce, maybe 2, black. Tell them to expect a full complement of men. We inflicted no casualties. I said we inflicted no fucking casualties.
Ma che cos'ha?
Sembra che ci sia un ostacolo, signor Giangretta.
There's been an accident.
Why don't you move it out of the way?
What?
I said, why don't you clear it so that we can get past?
What's that accent?
We're Americans. We're here on business, so...
Well, you're gonna have to wait. We waited for you fucking Yanks until 1918. It'll be clear in 20 minutes, all right?
Yeah, all right. Thank you, officer. Big fucking hell.
1918, ma che minchia sta dicendo?
Talking about the war. Everything is about the war. Come on, let's go move it ourselves, fucking idiots.
What's this? Whose wagon is that?
They're gypsies. Tribe of fucking gypsies.
Oh, we can move it.
Hey. I said it'd be clear in 20 minutes.
Let's go. We'll find another way out of here. Go. Get us the fuck out of here. Come on, fucking move. Frankie, fucking move.
He said, tell your mom that we have a deal. What deal?
Just be you and me going to Australia, Michael. Think about that.
What deal, Mom? What deal did you make with Luca Changretta?
A deal to spare your life.
In return for what?
Men don't have the strategic intelligence to conduct a war between families. Men are less good at keeping secrets out of their lives.
You agreed to give up, Tommy. To save my life. You never forgave him, did you?
We're out of our league.
No, we don't do that to her own.
Think. If it wasn't for me, you'd be smoke blowing out of a mortuary chimney. Think about that.
Two. We killed two.
You also shot a copper.
Shot in the arm, with purpose. There's a copper on the floor, the Stratford constabularies swarm all over it. The copper's alive. Got a description of the Italians. The Italians would be forced underground. We're gypsies. We're already underground. You yourself inflicted no casualties this end, so... You know, Mr. Shelby, maybe you've been pushing pieces of paper around too long.
Luca Giangretta got away. You let him get away. When our paths cross, I won't be so careless.
And when will your paths cross?
Soon.
Her Majesty smells of paraffin. It's because my old lamp is smoking for want of fuel. Times are hard, in case you hadn't noticed.
I hope your insistence that I take a boat rather than a cab from the station wasn't purely for your own amusement.
No, for the avoidance of death or kidnap.
By boat, you get to see the nicer parts of the city.
In the garrison now. Should be all right. This way.
Good morning, Lady Carlton.
I'm not a lady.
Too right, you're not.
Shoeing, stabling, feed. 2 hours a day in the gallops. Did you think of a name?
Yes. Dangerous.
Dangerous, eh?
A horse called Dangerous won the Epsom Derby in 1833.
So I stole the name. I thought you'd approve. You should visit her.
If I leave Smallheath, I'll be shot dead. Anyway, I'm busy.
Well, the good news is your horse is the fastest filly that I've ever ridden. These are her registration papers. Ready for your signature.
So is this why you came here? All this way in person? For my fucking signature?
You've lost your wife. And now your brother, too. I thought it would make you different. But it doesn't seem to change you. Nothing seems to change you.
The end of year accounts for the Grace Shelby Institute, Mr. Shelby. Beg your pardon, madam.
Already signed off on those, Lizzie.
What do you think of his shirt? He's having them made in London. Not sure about them.
All right, Lizzie, thank you.
But you know, sometimes he sees something glamorous and expensive. He just can't resist it. He's so weak.
Actually, speaking of the Grace Shelby Foundation, I'd like to make a donation. I leave it blank. You can decide how much, Mr. Shelby. Then perhaps Lizzie can pop to the bank and pay it in for me.
Yeah, that'll be all, Lizzie, thank you. Drink?
No, thank you.
Did you pack an overnight bag?
No.
Pity.
Why?
Well, because 25 minutes ago, the Birmingham branch of the Train Drivers Union called a wildcat strike in support of the coal miners. No trains to London till tomorrow.
It wasn't in any of the papers.
That's why they call it a wildcat. No one knows.
Apart from you, of course. Your city. So where will I stay in your city?
I'll be free at 4. I can meet you then.
Meet and do what?
I'll pour you some gin. That I make myself. From my father's recipe. Distilled for the eradication of seemingly incurable sadness. Could have put that on the label.
I'll book myself a room.
Already done. The Midland. Sweet. Stay there myself sometimes.
Sometimes it's where you stay.
But not tonight, it would seem.
Well, since I'm stuck here, maybe I should try your gin.
4 o'clock, then.
Where?
I'll find you. Fuck is that about, Lizzie? Eh?
Have a guess.
You know what? I can't even guess anymore. I'll be back at 4.
Why, she's still here! Something to do with the coal miners, apparently.
Oh, today's your lucky day, sir. Give me 3 to 1 on raging robbers. Come on, gents, get your bets on. No more big 315.
Smallheath 552.
Mrs. Gray, I wanted to illustrate to you that at any time we can reach your son. And we will kill your son if you cannot deliver Dummy Shelby as you promised. Huh? You just tell us where and when, and we'll do the rest.
Where is he?
Fucking.
Fucking what?
Fucking her.
£10,000.
She left it blank, so I filled it in for her.
What's Tommy's diary looking like for the rest of the week?
Oh, fuck Tommy and his cock and his chin. And just stock up a whore. I saved this. Read my leaves, Paul. You haven't done my leaves in ages.
I haven't done anyone's leaves for ages. Okay. Paul. Swirl the teacup. Think about the man you love.
Fuck him.
Think about your white wedding gown. Now pour the tea back into the pot. OK? I'll read the tea leaves if you go and get Tommy's diary. See if Tommy's got a free afternoon in the next 7 days.
Friday. Now, read my future and make it fucking good.
Make sure he keeps it free.
Just read my leaves, Paul.
Already have. Plain as day.
What are you doing?
Stop drinking whiskey. Switch to stout.
Why?
Make sure Tommy keeps that Friday free. Tell him I have an appointment for him. And then go and see a doctor about that baby in your tea leaves.
You're at the fucking fairground now, son. Get down and skip me 200 for taking the piss out of a fine fighter. He's got an head on him, that boy.
And a fist. So what do you say, Mr. Maine?
He works hard. He's game. I need to work on his defence. Right now, his left hand is just good for wanking.
You don't have to earn your money. We're paying you anyway. Is he ready?
Is he even registered?
I put him down as a welterweight. Midlands division, amateur turning pro. Just need your counter signature.
Look like I'm going to say no to you boys.
Just tell us. Is he ready?
In 30 years, I've never seen a raw boy so ready.
And that's 200, Mr. Maine. So who am I fighting first, Mr. Shelby?
When you step in the ring, Bonnie, who do you see across the canvas, eh?
Well, I see myself. 40 years old, having done fuck all except tramping the lanes. See my life wasted. I won't let it happen. Me, I'm going to be a champion.
I'm gonna go for booty skirt. Do you with callous of the boot on the jump? Fast out of Camden Town. Boy's name is Goliath.
That's it.
Said he's at a meeting.
Yes, I was wondering, do you have any boots that I could borrow?
Why, do you need boots?
Well, no one here will speak to me, so I thought I'd take a walk by the canal. Is he really making gin?
He's going mad cooped up here is what he is. Like a wasp in a beer glass.
Look a bit funny in these, I think.
Thank you, clearly.
You're going to take a walk along the canal. You'll also need this.
Are you serious?
Italians north, Italians south. He makes gin to take his mind off being stuck inside a prison. If you had any sense, Mrs. Carlton, you'd get out of here now. Curly can sail you to Snow Hill Station, hidden in the coal sacks.
I said I would wait.
The man you're waiting for doesn't exist.
Why are you waiting for the man who doesn't exist? Would you like to try some of his gin?
Strikers blocked the Coventry Road. Made all the men get off the buses.
Where were the police?
They were busy. Apparently there was a report of armed men in the Small Heath area. And there was a murder at the Summer Lane Hospital and something happening on the Stratford Road. The strikers threatened the men's families. They said come the revolution, their names would be on a list. Like in Russia.
And the buses turned round?
Yes, they turned round. Mr. Shelby, factories are shut, mines are shut, coal's running out. Did you ever consider the possibility that the communists might win? And you and me, traitors to our class, will be put up against a wall and shot?
As a businessman, consider all possibilities. But, Mr. Devlin, I'm not a traitor to my class. Small Heath, 451. I am just an extreme example of what a working man can achieve. Now, Ada, it's me. I need your help. 4 o'clock.
Is it?
What do you think?
Oh, nice. A little sweet.
I've heard not sweet enough. Come and see.
My God, Tommy. What is this, a hobby?
Not really a time for hobbies. This is more of a place where I try things out. I decided if I'm going to be stuck here in Small Heath, might as well do something useful. Less of a hobby, more of a venture. Since the start of Prohibition, I've been sending single malt, Scotch whiskey, to Boston, to Halifax, Nova Scotia, hidden in crates of car parts. My supply lines from Scotland have been unreliable. There's been a lot of theft. And in this modern age, American women drink as much booze as the men. And women, apparently, prefer gin. So with the help of a friend of mine in Camden Town, I set up my own source of supply. Junipers, potatoes, sugar and water, all turned into US dollars. When we're up and running, we'll produce over 200 gallons a week. But before then, I need to get my recipe right. So tell me the truth.
The truth? Mm-hmm. You're unlike any man I've ever met.
And the gin?
Too sweet.
room.
Oh, booked a suite.
Thank you. If you book a taxi, I'll go. You're a businessman, told me a good one. If only you could...
If only I could what? If only you could change. Go and say it. If only you could change the bad. And the good is laying off 1,000 men, which I do. Like a good businessman. And I do it like that. And people go hungry. And the bad's a fucking winning the horses. And a gun. And some fucking self-respect. You fucking people.
Bite like your horse.
I don't trust taxis anymore. Come with me.
There we go, brother. Home sweet son. Place for you to bring women back. Bring your mates. Play games, gamble, cards. And you keep an eye on our backyard. It's Artillery Square. Place is full of communists and strikers. Having a Shelby round here will keep them in order. Light the fucking fire. Take some of these shits off the walls. Curly'll be over later with some poison for the rats.
Arthur.
Huh?
This morning, I wouldn't have been able to pull that trigger. I know I wouldn't. They would have just walked past. I'm not John. No, I'm not.
All right. All right, brother. I know you're not. No. In the end, it's God who pulls that fucking trigger anyway. We don't get to decide who lives and who dies, Finn. Not us. You just have to flick a switch in your head.
Charlie said it wasn't safe to walk by the canal.
Yeah, he's right.
Italians north and south, he said.
Nah, it's mostly chances. Local kids. Trying to get famous. Sabini's boys, Sheffield boys, Manchester, Glasgow. They all know we're on the ropes.
And that's not including the mafia.
Yep. Here's your carriage. You can catch the 7:15 train.
I thought there was a strike.
Gave you that idea.
My God.
I know. But I can't help. I wanted you to stay. Normally I get my own way. Losing occasionally makes me worse.
Thank you, Curly.
She looks a picture of my boots, doesn't she, Tom?
Walk her to the train, Curly.
Not a minute on the day. Not a penny off the pay. This talk of national austerity, this talk of tightening our belts must be met with resolute certainty. We will not accept any cuts in pay. We will not accept working longer hours for the same wage. Shoulder to shoulder with the coal miners, dock workers, railwaymen and steel workers, we will stand united for the storm that is surely coming to our city.
Jessie Eden? Yes? I'd like to buy you a drink. I'm afraid the pubs around here don't allow unaccompanied female drinkers. I'm sure we'll be fine. I know you from somewhere. I'm Ada Thorne. Formerly Shelby. I've a settlement proposition that my brother's too arrogant and proud to offer you in person.
Sorry, ladies, we don't...
Don't what?
It's all right. I'm sorry, I didn't...
What are you drinking, ladies? That's what you're supposed to say.
Yes. Sorry. What are you drinking?
Beer, pint. And a whiskey on ice.
I'm afraid we don't have ice.
Next time, make sure you have ice. This pub's come to our attention for its lack of ice. There's more than one way to achieve equality. Before you begin to congratulate yourself, I'm not impressed with your power to terrify people. Whereas I am impressed by your ability to stand up in front of an audience and speak. I was never able to do it. I've heard people talk about you. You used to advocate armed revolution. Shelby Company Limited is prepared to offer parity for male and female workers across all the factories in our ownership and withdraw the pay cut for men. In return for what? In return for something very unusual, but very typical of my brother. What does he want? To sit down with you and talk. If he withdraws his pay cut, we've no need to talk. He wants to talk about socialism and revolution. Dear God, are you serious? My brother's a bookmaker. Bookmakers hedge their bets. Sometimes long shots come in. And because we emptied his buses today, he thinks we are among the runners and riders. Beneath it all, my brother's a very rational man. Beneath all what? You mean beneath the beatings, the cuttings, the shootings, the murders? Yeah, beneath all that. Tell your brother that when we take power, all means of production will be owned by the workers. Essential industries will be taken into state control. Birmingham Town Hall is a rather beautiful building and we plan to preserve it. What else does he need to know? It's going to happen. Aren't you a bit sorry you jumped ship too soon? He wants to take you for dinner. I really have nothing to wear. You'd need to wear boots. He's suggesting dinner in a scrap metal yard. Said you'd appreciate the sentiment. If you don't show up, the offer of parity is withdrawn. This is not how you conduct union business. We must all make personal sacrifices for the good of the good old cause, right?
Fucking hell, it smells of pig round here, doesn't it? Definitely not kosher. Come to Small Heath, you will go to hell. For fucking breathing. Who's everywhere? Stretch your legs, Treacle. Fuck me, he looks like he's grown. Since we left London, he's like a mushroom, isn't he? He grows in the dark. Need a piss. Do you? Yeah, well, the place is a shithole, yeah, so why don't you just knock yourself out? Where is everyone? Ishmael, please, will you hit the call of prayer? Well, hit it. Thank you, thank you.
Alfie.
Yeah, it is. It is. How come everybody's in fucking bed?
So, this must be Goliath. Right. Let me introduce you to David. This way, boys.
I assume that David's out of bed. Oh, no, the problem, right, between rum and gin, yeah, is that gin, right, it leads to the melancholy, whereas rum, it incites violence. And it also allows you to be liberated from the self-doubt. I hear you're probably more in need of the old rum at the moment rather than gin, mate. Oh, dear, Tommy, you got fucking starlings, mate. You know that? That shit will rot your pipe work. The bastards only understand one language.
It's all right, Alfie. No need. It's all right, I'm gonna eat kestrel.
I hear that you got Italians, mate. You got a kestrel for them and all.
Yes. I'll have a kestrel for them as well.
Well, everything is confirmed, isn't it? Yeah, weakness behind the eyes. You blink too much, right? You smell of smoke and coal and horses, right? You were back where you belong, Tommy.
I know you don't touch it, but you have a good nose.
Right, well, you've got to ask yourself seriously, though, you know, did I even want to piss and shit indoors? You know, or was I actually born, you know, to defecate in the fields and the outhouses? It's a serious issue, though, Tommy, you know, because your people, well, your class, and my religion is quite similar, actually, because you just cannot wash it out, right, because it come out your mother's tits. Nah, the Americans want it sweeter.
What have you heard, Alfie?
I heard a cop got shot. Who shot him?
My kestrel.
Aye, oh, up in the States. Very good.
Where are the Sicilians?
They're still using Sabini for vehicles and for places to stay.
And reinforcements?
You know, the Sicilians, and they don't trust nobody and fuck to go on the morning of their first pubic hair. They got traditions.
How many got here?
11. Enough to drop a bounty, wrap his balls in an OBE till they fell off.
Well, the real question is, Alfie, which side are you playing for, eh?
Fucking hell. What kind of world is it to bring up children when your own mate can ask you that question, eh? Well, the truth is, Tommy, you're going to be fucking dead soon, yeah? And then your starlings, right? They will peck out your blue eyes, won't they? And the jackdaws, they will steal your gold and your medals. Pretty soon it'll be as if it never even fucking happened, mate.
Tommy, the Romero approaching.
Yeah, let him pass. Right. You tell Darby Sabini from me. And if the Italians win, they're not planning on leaving. And after me, it'll be him, and then you, then the Titanic, and the fucking mafia, Alfie. They've come here. Can't believe our coppers are unarmed. They can distill their liquor, and it's against the law. They've come here and they like what they see. They're coming and they're here to stay.
Mr. Shelby! Come to talk prayers for the fight.
Your kestrel. Tommy, when a pikey walks in with hair like that, you've got to ask yourself, have I made a mistake?
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck am I?
Who the fuck is this?
I, my friend. I am the uncle, the protector, and the promoter of that fucking thing right there in whose shadow nothing good nor godly will ever fucking grow. That there, right, is the Southern Counties welterweight champion. He is of mixed religion, therefore he is godless. He was adopted by Satan himself before he was returned out of fear of his awkwardness. But it is impossible to marry off due to his lethal dimensions. His mother, terrified, just fucking abandoned him. And there he is, stood before you like the birth of some brand new fucking species. Any man that you put before him, right, it'd be like entering a fucking threshing machine, mate. Now, will you offer your son?
Name the day, Mr. Shelby.
you finished for the weekend, Tommy? Yeah. Your mother wants me to go to the foundation. Prize giving.
Just you?
Just me. Why?
No reason.
No reason. No reason. Bye, Michael.
Tomo.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend.
On a gathering storm comes a tall, handsome man in a dusty black coat with a red